Hi, welcome back. This is Pastor John from Calvary Memorial Church, and this is Feasting on the Word. Last time we started talking about Psalm 51. We're going to look at the life of David a little bit to see that people haven't changed. The heart of man is still deceitful and desperately wicked above all things. And just to see the consequences of David's sins committed against God and how he was called a man after God's own heart by God himself because he was penitent. He was a sinner, but he was penitent. He was fairly quick to agree with God about his sins and come to God and acknowledging those sins before God, that he had sinned against God, yes, against the people that he sinned against, but also that first and foremost, his sins were all committed against God. And he acknowledged that. And so, David's life is a lot like ours. His life is ups and downs. You know, good things, he does good things, he seeks God, he walks with God, he knows God, and then all of a sudden he commits sins as well. He does, for example, these sins that he repents of here in Psalm 51, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life were all David's fall, his Achilles heel. And those temptations he fell to. He had a weak link. And it was women for David. He ended up marrying a whole lot of people against God's law. And David's life with all of those wives that he married and all of the children who were brothers and sisters, and how all of that played out. But again, there's consequences for everything we do, good and bad. And we're going to see David's consequences really from the rest of his life here in 2 Samuel, as you read 2 Samuel, the life of David. How God will send his prophet Nathan after these sins that David commits, and the consequence that the sword will not depart from his house. And those were the consequences that David suffered for the rest of his life. But again, David's story is our story. When we sin against God, there's consequences for that. It's separation from God. Our fellowship, our day-to-day communion is broken until we repent and confess those sins and ask God for his forgiveness, which he always does. So continue reading in Psalm 51, finish it up, read it again. We'll come back together next time on Feasting on the Word. So thanks for coming. Please like us, share us, comment, and push that red button down on the right to subscribe. So thanks again. God bless. See you next time.